Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. It is breakfast time for Coco and I. We are having good old oatmeal. We have been sick with COVID. Well, I more specifically was sick with COVID for over a week. He was pretty sick with COVID but recovered a bit quicker than I did. And during that time, I really wanted to make sure that we were getting enough nutrients, and a great way to get nutrients is through oatmeal. You can just add so many things in there to make sure you're getting enough, obviously, nutrients. So that is what we've been eating a lot recently, is just oatmeal. So in our oatmeal, we have some berries, and then we have some oatmeal, obviously, chia seed, pumpkin seed, put some peanut butter in there, and I put some maple syrup in mine. And that is what we're having for breakfast. And it seems like Cove is loving it right now. Right, buddy? Yeah, it's good. Anyways, my eating has been staying pretty consistent. However, the past week I've started tracking my food. I feel like I'm in a good place to actually track my food. After my pregnancy, I didn't want to track my food because I know it would put me in a really negative headspace, and I really didn't want that. So what I did is that I kind of gave myself some grace. I got myself kind of into a routine back together, because after pregnancy it's quite a shift. And so we got into a routine, and then I started kind of honing in on what I was eating, just kind of being more aware, being a little more intuitive when it came to my food. And now that I'm feeling good, more in a routine, feeling better about myself, like that, I know that I'm not going to be in a negative headspace when it comes to tracking my food. I feel like this is a good time to start tracking my food. I want to do it just because I want to start working on getting better in CrossFit and just working on having a better diet so that I have more energy when it comes to CrossFit. Also, eventually the CrossFit Open's coming. I know I'm probably not going to do like amazing at the CrossFit Open this year because I lost a lot of my skills, and I'm still working on them, and I'm still trying to get myself back. I still have time, obviously, but I'm not going to be where I was in the last CrossFit Open. But that being said, I just want to bring in my nutrition because I know that that will help me when it comes to my performance in the gym, and also just getting in proper nutrients because we were just sick, and I want to make sure that I'm eating properly and I'm not going to get sick even more because colds are going around like crazy. Yeah, lucky us. So that is what we're having for breakfast. That's how it's been kind of going. My tracking isn't super specific though. Like some people like weigh every little thing. I'm weighing and measuring some things, but with him, sometimes he will eat my food, sometimes I will eat some of his food. So it's kind of like there's a little bit of a gray area there. Also, I'm still trying to remember to track that. I'll just like pour food into my stuff and then like realize after, crap, I didn't track it. So I try and do some estimating on some things, but I'm trying to do my best on tracking my food as best as possible. And I mean, we'll see how it goes. Eventually, I know that if I keep tracking, I'll be less lazy and be more aware of like, oh yeah, I need to track this. It's trying to get into that habit again. And you know, like I said, sometimes Cove and I, we just eat each other's food. So sometimes I'll have a half piece of toast and he has the other half, or vice versa. I try and track it as best as possible, but you know, sometimes there's that gray area where I might have a little bit more or a little bit less. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna eat my oatmeal as fast as possible because Cove is almost done his first portion. He eats this so freaking fast that I cannot not keep up with him. I'm gonna try and eat as quick as I can. I'm not going to be home for lunch today because I'm going out, and last night I did a bunch of meal prepping, and so this is going to be my lunch for today. I just cooked up, so wow, it does not look appetizing. It looks nasty. It's a really simple thing. I just cooked up some frozen veggies, some tofu, and made some like mashed potatoes down here. I also made a peanut sauce, which is just maple syrup, soy sauce, peanut butter, and a little bit of ginger. And that's what I have on top. That's the brown stuff. And that's what I'm going to have for lunch. Cove as well, he's gonna have that for lunch, just obviously a smaller portion. And before we head out, I just made myself a coffee, just black coffee with some oat milk, and I'm gonna have that on the way to where I am going. And that's what I'm gonna have for this the rest of the morning and for lunch. So yeah, we're gonna head out and I will see you guys this afternoon. It's much later now. Cove's asleep upstairs and David is on his way home, which means I get to work out very soon. So before I go work out, I want to make sure I have a good little pre-workout snack, a little snack to eat. And so I'm just gonna have some dried mango. I love dried mango, it's so good. And I just want a source of carbs. I'm gonna be weightlifting and stuff and I want a little bit of that extra boost, and carbs is good for that. So I'm gonna have some dried mango before I go work out. Workout's all done and I'm gonna cook supper tonight, and tonight we're having some pizza. We're cooking some homemade pizzas tonight. I bought these thin crust pizzas, and well, thin crust pizza crust, wow, what? Anyways, I bought these and we're gonna decorate them, put some sauce, some cheese, some peppers, some veggie pepperoni, and we're gonna make ourselves some pizzas. Yeah, let's do it. Supper's all done, which it was obviously an easy one. We have our pizzas here. On the pizza, we have pizza sauce, marinara sauce, whatever you call it, some veggie pepperoni, some cooked peppers and onion, and then we topped it with some spinach. So that is what we're having for supper, both David and I. And I realized Cove, it's really hard for him to kind of eat this. Typically, I would share my meal with him, obviously. But however, it's just not easy, like the crust isn't easy for him to eat, neither is it pepperoni. So what I did is I'm doing like a deconstructed hamburger, I guess. I'm giving him a hamburger, half of a hamburger bun, and then I also cooked up some veggie chicken nuggets, and then he's also having it with some cucumber. So that's what he's gonna have for supper. Usually we try and keep our meals as similar as possible, but I realized, you know, this isn't as easy for him to eat as I would like. So just to make it easy, he's having this little bowl for supper. Ready for supper, guys?
Ready, Eddie?
Ready, Eddie? Let's go eat some supper. After supper, I always love having something sweet. If you've seen my full day of eatings, I always have something sweet after supper. It is what it is. It's something that I just love to have. When supper's done, I'm like, okay, ready for my sweet thing. And tonight we're having the Naked Harvest Moon Milk Rocky Road. Usually I have dark chocolate chips or something like that, but I've been having this lately for like my little dessert after supper. I wanted something sweet. The calories are really good on this, like they're not too bad, and it's delicious. It's kind of nice, especially now that it's starting to get cold here. It makes it kind of cozy, and it's nice to have in some like warm milk. So I just heated up some oat milk and put 3 teaspoons, the recommended like dose, I guess is what you call it, or recommended serving size, and that's what I'm gonna have for a sweet little treat after supper. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. It really does help the channel so much. And if you're not already subscribed, of course, hit the subscribe button down below. You guys know where it is, and don't forget to be unstoppable, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Summer days burn me out, love just brings me down. Cold inside like winter leaves that slowly leave the ground. Hey, you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again. The skin is getting brown, baby, drink your night.